back this week to episode 105 of Top Rope right here on the YouTube. Gonna do this. Be sick then.
Ooh. Oh.
Let's start off with some ringside breaking news, folks. We got some breaking news. It's back. This man here is
I've been ecstatic ever since. We've been talking about it on the phone every day since.
He turned cartwheels coming into the Top Rope Rally studios
That's
today.
very true.
I tried to get it on camera, but you know, being what he is,
Yes, a little conservative, can't do all that on camera. But have I not been the one singing the praises of a draft?
yes,
And singing the praises of two separate rosters. I've been saying that's what they need to do. They need to do it. They need to do it. You know what? Satellites in the sky must have hurt us, because I'm telling y'all, after I done harped on it probably 3 different times over the course of 105 episodes.
yes,
Maybe more than 3 times.
probably won't.
Probably more than 3 times.
You probably had a Carter's Corner about it.
Gotta have Carter's Corner.
But not only is the brand split good, but it's gonna be live. That's what you need.
Yes, that is the biggest thing. That Smackdown's going live July the 19th. If it was the draft, you'd be like, yeah, that's good. But now that it's the draft and SmackDown's gonna be live on Tuesdays because they're going to kill TNA, according to some people.
I don't know. I heard moving trucks were going to TNA. They're moving to another night.
Of course they will.
They can't.
They're listening.
They're gonna listen to their few fans.
Listen to the fans.
Move to Thursday.
Again for the 3rd time.
Yes.
But yes, I mean, I think this will be the best thing, because then you won't have spoilers online. You won't have, you know, you can actually have surprises again.
Yeah. Because why would you want to have a live SmackDown up against a 3-month-old taped TNA?
Yes, that would be a horrible idea. Horrible idea. But I'm glad they finally thought, hey,
because we said that's what TNA should have done.
Yes.
That might have been some better competition for Raw Mondays if they would have been live.
Now, they did do live on a few of the episodes on Monday.
But they should have stuck to it.
But either way, that would have never worked back then, because all they did was stick to the old people.
Yeah.
I mean, the big surprise on the first episode when they went to Mondays was Ric Flair getting out of a limo.
You're going to have somebody getting out of the limo.
But come on. I mean, now
Only time will tell for Ryback gets out of a limo.
Now all of a sudden, oh, we're focusing on young talent. You might be too little too late there, people. It might be. But yes, SmackDown going live, brand split, July the 19th.
Great news.
I believe they're saying something about the brand split starting on July the 11th. Like being the draft or whatever, doing the draft then.
And Brock will be on the show, be on Raw.
And I think with his character, it could work that he has a non-exclusive contract. To put it to where he's not exclusive to either show. Kind of like The Undertaker. He doesn't need to be exclusive to either show. They're not there full time.
They're not.
Why make them exclusive to either show?
I can see it, but that'd be it. No, let's do John Cena.
Oh, no.
Roman
See, and
Reigns,
I've heard...
The only person that can go to either is Brock or the champion, world champion. You know, they're probably getting 2 championships, which
they are, but we'll get to that once it happens. We'll have a Carter's Corner.
Because they talk about it, and they don't happen. They have 1 world champion, 1 tag team champions, 1 woman champion, and then the Intercontinental title, U.S. title is brand exclusive.
And that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
No problem with that. Sticking with breaking news, you know, Cody Rhodes asked for release and got it. And only a few short days later, his wife, Eden, or
Brandy Runnels,
has also departed the WWE.
She asked for her release, and she said that it was in the works for a few months, and it was not part of Cody leaving. That she was going to wait for her contract to end, because she has some new job opportunities outside of the WWE, because, you know, there's more than just WWE in this world. And so she was going to go explore those opportunities, and it just so happened Cody leaves, and she said, honestly, why would it make sense for me to stick around on the road when my husband's not here anymore? And it does make sense. And the question that everybody's wondering, well, I mean, of course, Dusty's passed away, and now Cody's left, and now Brandy's left. So is Goldust leaving WWE?
He says no.
He says he's not. He claims he's in the prime of his life.
But you say no today.
When you're
and
like
you're gone tomorrow.
50s, you're in your like late 40s, early 50s, and you say you're in your prime.
Yes.
I mean, he is drug free, and that is the way to be. So that's good.
Right.
But you know, he says he's not going anywhere. That he's at home, and that he's in the prime of his life. So, you know.
I don't wait to see what happens when they go.
It may not be his choice. But he said he doesn't want
yes,
to leave.
That's right. It may not be.
He worded it that way. He said, "I don't want to go anywhere."
Yeah.
But eventually, he will be released. Just
he may
like
be a backstage
everybody
guy.
else.
He may be something else, an agent. But yeah, as a wrestler on TV,
If you've ever noticed, the only people in the WWE history that have never been released.
That's it, man.
That's it, man.
Triple H. Stephanie.
Can't say Shane.
Can't say Shane.
And Howard Finkel. That's it. You're bound to get fired, people. You're bound. Okay, it's like the tiny part of the contract. Beware, you will get fired.
Yeah.
Because
your day is numbered.
It's just like a football player. Your days are numbered the day you start playing football. The day you take your first bump in wrestling, your days are already numbered. Because it is not an old man's sport. Not everybody can be like Ric Flair and Terry Funk.
No. And that's kind of good.
Well, they shouldn't be like Ric Flair and Terry Funk. Not even Ric Flair and Terry Funk should be like Ric Flair and Terry Funk.
You're right. Woo!
A little too old.
A little too old. But not too old is a lot of the participants in the Money in the Bank coming up.
Only one old man.
Only
or two. One. Sorry, two. Del Rio is like 40, so.
Yes, but we
38.
got some fresh young blood in there,
and
I believe
he's feeling mighty young now. He's got a lady making him feel young.
There's that tattoo she has on her fingers.
I didn't see it. What is it?
It says Poppy.
It says Poppy.
It says Poppy.
Like Eddie Guerrero Poppy, like
yes.
P-A-P-I?
Yes.
So,
who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Del Rio, is it on the ring finger, though?
I don't know. It's hard to see him close.
I couldn't see it at all. I tried to see the picture. I didn't have a clue what it was.
A big 39 and a little 23, so.
You know, some people are into all that, so. She might have some daddy issues.
She may, Poppy. So far, in the ladder match, which I hope there's another ladder match for the women.
Yeah,
I wish
right.
that would happen. I think there'd be a big change and WWE is going in a different direction, but
good luck with that.
Yeah.
But the updated list of names in the ladder matches as follows: with Kevin Owens, Cesaro, Sami Zayn, Chris Jericho, Del Rio, Dean, Ambrose, with one final spot remaining in the match, and it will be determined on Raw.
It's Memorial Day, which that's what I forgot to say earlier. This is a big Memorial Day weekend.
Yes,
thanking all the troops.
You
and
did not
yes.
start it.
I did not.
Yes. So we want to say that with Memorial Day, because
Yes.
a lot of people get us confused. Memorial Day is to remember the fallen.
Yes.
It's not to say thank you for your service. That's Veterans Day.
Yes.
Memorial Day is not a happy time. People love to go to the beach and grill out. It's not supposed to be. Don't say happy Memorial Day, because it's not a happy time.
No.
Because people passed away. So that you could go to that beach.
And go to the cookout.
You could go to that beach and throw your beer can on the ground.
And go to Raw on Monday.
And go to Raw.
And watch John Cena come back.
And be put into the...
Which they've been promoting for 3 weeks. They promoted John Cena more than anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. Down like they're doing like daily like drop downs. But yet, you know, Seth Rollins shows up. Boom, here he is. No countdown for him. But coincidentally, Raw, John Cena will be returning to TV on Monday night with Monday Night Raw, and it's very coincidental that the one remaining spot will be filled, and more than likely...
They gave no names, so...
Of course they gave no names, but is it going to be in a match, or are they just going to give it to him?
Well, I hope it's a match.
It's Johnson, or is it
Yeah.
John Cena?
That'd be kind of crappy, but hey...
But they've done worse.
Oh, they've done worse, yeah.
They can say, for your contribution,
they gave titles to people, not women. They just say, here you go, we got a champion.
Oh, Triple H.
I'm going to say Triple H.
Triple H. It's not like we're in line for a job, so we can say Triple H.
Triple H, yes.
But they could say, well, for your contributions, we're going to add you into the ladder match.
Yeah.
Just to put you in there. But, you know, they'll probably have him in a match against somebody.
Against the United States champion.
Yeah, against Brooklyn Brawler, you know.
He's gone.
No, they released him as a backstage hand. Now he's a talent again. Just so he could be a jobber to John Cena.
Now, speaking of the United States title,
Yes.
I like the way they're going. They're going to go Titus versus Rusev. That's something different, finally.
Where is this coming from?
Titus showed up and saved Kalisto when he was getting beat up after he lost.
So is this his prize for being suspended and them overreacting?
We don't want to say that we're putting the black man down. So, hey, if he wins the United States title, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, at least he is more sized for Rusev. That makes a lot better match than poor little Kalisto who gets burned up the middle like a pretzel. So, it's something different. It may just be this one-off match at Money in the Bank, or it may be a little long feud here.
I don't see how they're going to put time and effort into Titus O'Neil. He's like older than most of the roster.
He's only 40.
He's older than Del Rio.
Who's 39? Yes, you're right. He is older, but hey.
They're not.
Do you want to see Del Rio again? Or John Cena again? I like somebody who hasn't had a shot at the
I would love to
championship.
see someone who hasn't had a shot, but
We got to fill up this car. We only got one Money in the Bank. We got one world title. That's it so far.
Also, I'm not stupid in how they think. I understand.
And
how
will
they
it
think.
be who will take on the tag team champions? Will they? When he Enzo and them, they keep fighting the Dudleys. So will it be the Dudleys?
It should be the Dudleys versus Enzo and Cass at
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Yes, it should be.
And then the tag team champions, I wouldn't be surprised to see them fight the Vaudevillains again.
Well, they really haven't been doing too much now. Well, let's go. Hey, it could be the club.
Could be the club.
But there could be some more spaces because, you know, Vince said 13 people's coming in. And they also been talking about people leaving out. So we could get some more pink slips heading out these last few days.
Sure, there's rumors of more talent cuts taking place. Well, May is almost over.
Yeah, May is almost over. Very good.
You got like tomorrow and the next day and you're done.
Yeah, it could happen tomorrow. It could be start dropping on Tuesday morning. We could get the names like they did before and start this. Here's 4. Here's 4 more. Here's 2 more. There's your 10.
I'm just saying,
more,
why
13.
would you drop a bunch of names when you need to have bulked up rosters? Because honestly, if you look at the roster,
Vince is fixing to suck NXT dry.
But see, you also don't want to pull too many people
You're
at one
right.
time.
You don't. Maybe it's his ego that Triple H's got something good, so he says, let me just start taking all the top people out of it, and let's see what he does then.
Maybe so. I just don't. I don't agree with sucking them dry.
I don't either.
13 is a lot. I mean, if they're going to be involved in the draft, I could see them doing, 4 people, 2 for Raw and 2 for SmackDown. Because when I started looking at it, I was like, there's not enough people on NXT television to do more than that, and still have enough product for them. So maybe the end means that they're going to go back to being a developmental thing and drop NXT. But how stupid would that be?
That is real stupid.
Because that's the hottest thing they got going right now.
That's true.
But yes, there are rumors of this taking place. I don't see how you can fire a bunch of people though when you need 2 bulky rosters. Because you need enough people on both rosters to not make them
maybe,
look weak.
and it also could be just, let's set this out there. Some people who may be thinking they may be slacking up a little bit, straighten up.
This is true.
Okay, good.
Maybe
But
some of these people that are
Tyler Breeze and Fandango, they seem to be rising to the occasion. I don't know if it's the writers or them just getting together and working out, but I like them working together. They are pretty good together.
I mean, the gimmicks make sense.
It does. But one that who should be doing nothing for wrestling right now, I don't care if you're wrestling or going to a convention, you should be taking care of your personal life, is Adam Rose.
Yes, he asked for, and he was granted his release, obviously.
And he's
they were
already
going to fire him anyway.
And he's already signed to some convention coming up.
But you got to pay the bills.
Well, you should have been doing what you did if you want to pay the bills.
That is true, but I could see his point of he's got to pay the bills, so he's got to take some of this stuff. But he's going to be at home a lot more than what he was.
He definitely is.
Speaking of people who need to focus.
Yeah, need to pay some bills unless their wife keeps doing it for them.
Ooh, I tell you what, that is CM Punk.
Yeah.
Who is supposedly after 2 years.
Finally!
Adam, what's his name? Was it Adam Brooks? No.
Phil
Same
Brooks.
thing, really. Finally, Phil Brooks.
Defeated in 1 minute and 13 seconds the first round by tap out. Yes.
To Mickey Gale, Gale, something. But anyway, his UFC debut that's been pushed back, supposedly is coming this summer. Well, the summer is fastly approaching.
It is.
And there's been no announcement. So,
unless they're trying to push him for 200, UFC 200. Which, come on.
That's what his career makes me do, is yawn.
It does.
In
CM
UFC.
Punk draws in names. Phil Brooks? Not so much.
I mean, off the initial hype of it, people are going to watch it to see if he gets the crap beat out of it. I'll wait for it to hit YouTube. But
it definitely will.
Because I'm not going to pay $60, whatever it is, for UFC pay-per-view.
It'll be a Vine, it'll be a meme, it'll be all that. Him just...
Yes, I will be right there watching it when they post it that same night. They will post those things.
Yes.
So I will wait for that because the rest of the show doesn't matter to me. But it will be very, very interesting, to say the least.
And we have Cody Rhodes on Twitter dropping a few little names he liked to face and places he liked to go. Have you got that on your phone?
I do. I am pulling it up right now.
It's interesting.
It is very interesting. He's got names on the list. He's got a checklist. If you haven't seen it on Twitter, it says after 8.
Which I'm surprised.
What?
19. That people haven't seen it. I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you're kind of crazy because now everybody's making a list. I do love Wade Barrett's list you told me about. And Moose has also made a list, but we'll go over Cody Rhodes. Maybe if they do it, a bunch of people will go over one list a week.
Yeah.
Because everybody's, Cody Rhodes, that's great. I like that idea. Let's
go with Wade's, or what's his name, real name?
Stu Bennett.
Stu. We can go with Stu Bennett's right now. Papa Shango.
His one list is Papa Shango. But yes, Cody Rhodes' list is as follows. Adam Cole.
Baby. Yeah,
Dalton.
That's Ring of Honor.
That's
Ring of Honor, okay.
That's Ring of Honor.
Okay.
Now, we got a little confused on this one. It says Bola.
Yeah.
So we looked it up. It is the Battle of Los Angeles tournament, which is Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, PWG promotion.
Gorilla. 2 from Ring of Honor, 1 for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla.
Kurt Angle.
Oh, that's anywhere. It could be anywhere.
Indies. Anywhere.
It could be House of Hardcore.
Yes, but here lately, Angle's been doing a lot of overseas matches.
Oh, Japan. Hey, that'd be a nice Japanese match. Yes.
Chris Hero.
That's House of Hardcore. That could be anywhere. Any good pick it up anywhere?
The Miracle, Mike Bennett.
Wow, he's TNA.
He is
right
TNA right now.
Yeah.
Next is Moose.
Back to Ring of Honor.
Exactly. Next is Pat Buck, who is the owner of WrestlePro. So he has his own promotion. So he can book his own match.
Yeah.
He used to be half owner of Pro Wrestling Syndicate, PWS, that had all those big cards and everything. He works with Brian Myers, who was Kurt Hawkins.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting.
They probably were friends.
Yes. The next is the Streamers Thing. That's all it says. The Streamers Thing.
They do that in Japan. They do that at Ring of Honor.
Yes. So that's interesting. The next one is Young Bucks.
They're Japan. They're Ring of Honor.
They're also PWG. But here's the thing. He's a singles guy. Young Bucks. So who?
Yeah, Young Bucks. They are a tag team, aren't they?
They are a tag team. So who would be a great partner for Cody Rhodes? Now he's had many partners over the years. He had Drew Galloway. They were tag team champions, and nobody even realized it. I don't remember it. He had Hardcore Holly. They were tag team champions. Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah.
Tag team champions. All 3 of those guys are no longer with the WWE. But there's one
that really draws a lot
of attention here lately, and they have almost a cult following with their tag team.
Yeah.
And that would be Cody Rhodes and Damian Sandow, also known as Rhodes Scholars.
Yep.
So it's going to be very, very interesting. Who will he choose as his tag team partner? Because he can't use his brother. His brother is in WWE.
For right now. Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. Next is the X Division Champion, TNA X Division Champion.
TNA.
Yes, who wrestles out of North Carolina. He does indies there, and that is Trevor Lee. Next is a Japanese name, so I'm probably going to screw it up. It's Shibata. Shibata.
Hey. Works for me.
And then personal ring announcer.
Ooh.
So could he mean he's getting his own personal ring announcer, or he wants to face Alberto Del Rio's personal ring announcer, Ricardo Rodriguez? If he gets his own, obviously, I would think that
his lovely wife, yes.
Yes, Brandy Reynolds would be his personal ring announcer. And last, but certainly not least, is Mr. Ring of Honor himself. Mr. Roderick Strong.
And wherever Cody goes,
He would be a huge asset.
Yes.
Did you see in the picture? He's got a very weird looking tattoo on his ring finger.
Well, y'all have to do that now.
Huh?
They're not want to do that.
It looks like a weird rectangle thing.
It's like the Ascension thing.
Don't it?
It does.
Weird.
It is weird. Well, let's go ahead and finish up this week with our Extreme Rules results.
Extreme Rules
Here with the pre-show.
Pre-show match.
No disqualification match between Baron Corbin and Dolph Ziggler, and of course, when one's leaving shortly and one's supposed to be going up, it's kind of easy to pick the winner on that one, which was, of course, Baron Corbin.
Could Dolph get released soon?
He could.
Before he quits, they fire him.
He definitely could.
Also, before this, they had a brawl in the ring with the Dudleys and Big Cass.
Yeah. Even though Enzo's not there, you keep on flaming that feud.
Yes, because I guess they figured he was coming pretty soon.
Flaming it there.
He was coming back pretty soon.
Just like Sasha Banks, who finally got her come back.
And I'm sorry, off topic. I know we do this every day, but let me tell you, whoever's starting this daggone rumor that Vince looks at her as accident prone, she got kneed in the head by the referee. So if anything, the referee is dangerous. How does that make Sasha Banks injury prone? That's the first injury I've even heard of from her.
Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube world, he loves Sasha Banks. If this was Alicia Fox or Tamina,
wouldn't care.
You wouldn't get so you announced you wouldn't care.
Tamina's out right now.
He's sitting up in the chair. Sasha.
Tamina's out right now. Do you miss her?
Who? Oh, Tamina, no. I didn't think she was gone.
Naomi's gone right now with the injury, too. Do you miss her?
Yeah, she's probably going to start from that movie, Marine 27 or whatever it is.
Too many people in that one movie, though.
They ain't doing nothing.
Bo Dallas!
It's the whole Social Outcast minus
pictures. It is! Stupid! Anyway, back to Sasha Banks. That is stupid. She's not injury prone. Okay?
Like Daniel Bryan.
Oh, yeah, nothing. Oh, it's like Daniel Bryan. He had like 12 concussions, people. Come on. He got hurt.
He just goes down here from
Yes. But that's the same thing. Okay, Dolph still wrestles every week, and he had real bad concussions there for a while. So people, chill out. Someone is coming up with these rumors, probably Wade Keller or Pro Wrestling, whatever magazine, or one of these other publication peoples that start all these rumors. I don't care, but really, people, one injury, one concussion, and it wasn't even her fault.
And now she's accident
prone. Oh, you're accident prone because someone else hit her with their knee.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it's in the video.
I would. It was on House Show though. So stupid. But anyway, your first match on the actual card, on the actual pay-per-view, was the Texas Tornado match with the Club beating the Usos.
When was the last time a tag team match started a pay-per-view?
I don't see nothing wrong with it though.
I don't either. Because usually you don't pick the Intercontinental title or a ladder match or something like that. Always.
You were shocked when they came out first.
Yeah, like wow. But the Club should have won like they needed to. But what happened later in the evening, I don't agree with.
No, too soon.
The next match was the United States Championship. Hey, it wasn't the pre-show this time. Wow, amazing. As Kalisto, the champion, took on Rusev.
Maybe they were sending a message to
somebody. Some Ron Burger. And Rusev is now your new United States champion.
Oh, I wonder if that Rod Burger could have been in that spot.
Might have been. I'm glad Rod Burger got mad because I hate to see them again.
That's true. But this time it's been like 6 times.
Yes.
The tag team championships were on the line. What is with this little weird notation beside those?
Oh no,
that's weird. Anyway, that's what it is. The P and that symbol are right next to each other. Weirdo. Anyway.
I picked it up. You pasted it. Come with it.
Nice. So anyway, the New Day, the tag team champions, retain their tag team titles against the Vaudevillains.
I wish the Vaudevillains would have won.
I don't know. I think New Day's still got plenty of mileage left in them.
No, they're just holding them for the Club, probably.
Probably.
Because who else do you see out there taking the titles from them?
As built up as New Day is, nobody.
They have to lose to bad guys before Enzo and them can take them, because Enzo ain't going to take them from New Day.
But
they're good.
But think of the promos that you can get out of the New Day and the Club, though.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But see, if the Vaudevillains would have took it, then Enzo and them could have took it. And your boys Enzo and Cash would have had the tag team titles. But now they're going to wait until a heel takes them.
But they were going to wait anyway.
Because it'd be sucky to turn New Day heel or either Enzo and Cass heel.
No, the plan all along was for them and the Dudleys because that was supposed to happen in the tournament anyway. Was the Dudleys supposed to come out there and interfere?
Yeah.
So that was the plan all along. They were never supposed to go after the tag team titles yet. So that's all good. I'm okay with that.
Well, like I said, the reason I was pulling for the Vaudevillains being supposed to be the old school, because they bring back the old tag team titles. Well, not Cody did it. Cody won the old
out of his own money, they claim.
Hell, I wish they could all their money and bring back the old titles in. Up next with the Fatal 4-Way match for the Intercontinental Championship, and what a match it was. As you had the Intercontinental Champion, The Miz, versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Cesaro. And everybody went after everybody.
What a match. The crowd was insane for this.
And The Miz, of course,
stole it.
As the heel should do. Stole it and still retained his Intercontinental title. But making the Intercontinental feel special again, which is good.
Now this next match, unfortunately became a sleeper.
Product placement, I'd say.
Yes, they should
have put it somewhere else on the card. Might have been a different result.
But nowadays, it's kind of hard. I mean, if they were behind the U.S. Championship match, they'd have been fine.
Yes.
Because nobody cared. But if they would have been after the Tag Team Championships, they would have been screwed. After the Fatal 4-Way, after the submission match even, I think they'd have been screwed. Now that the women's match is no longer the bathroom break, so now you can't go after them and think, well, we're going to do great, because nobody cared about that.
Right.
It's not like that anymore.
No.
But also, this match, to me, I mean, yes, the two guys in it did a good job.
Yeah. Jericho taking the thumbtacks?
Jericho taking the thumbtacks was great. But I think the whole concept of it, okay, you call it an asylum match, and what's the one thing that you do if you're in an asylum? You try to get out. Mm-hmm. So, to me, escaping an asylum would be the way you would win. You're escaping the asylum. Yeah. So, to me, I think the whole structure of the match was a little weird, and we may not see that match again. It would surprise me.
It may be a one and done, or maybe just, ever so often.
Yes, it would be a Dean Ambrose special. But yes, Dean Ambrose, in his type of match, they should have added more weapons into it, though.
It did.
Some of them were kind of stupid.
But the thumbtacks made up for a lot of it.
It did, because it was in a plastic tote, and we were like, what's the plastic tote for? How are you going to hurt somebody with a plastic
tote? With a bucket,
tote?
yeah, I know.
So that didn't make any sense. But yes, it made more sense when he brought out the bag of thumbtacks. But Dean Ambrose did pick up the win against Chris Jericho, which should have happened. It needed to happen.
It did. And Jericho's not leaving yet, so we thought Jericho would take a break now. Up next was your submission match for the Women's Championship. If Ric Flair would have come down to ringside, Charlotte would have forfeited the championship.
But I thought Ric Flair did come down.
They let it lead you that way, didn't they?
Oh, they definitely led you that way. I heard the music.
You saw the boots and the robe and the hair.
It's a lot more hair than he had.
Yes, definitely. But now Charlotte has a new person with her. Some of her entourage.
Yes.
Another one of your favorite women, Dana Brooks. So Charlotte, with a little help from Dana Brooke, was able to retain her title. I think that's how
I'm just looking for the day when eventually...
With the figure 8.
What happens when you ever have a bodyguard with you? What happened with Shawn and...
Well, they're already talking about that already.
With Shawn and Diesel. With Shawn and Sid.
Already talking about it.
With Triple H and China even. The bodyguard always turns, and the bodyguard ends up being this huge face.
Yep.
And I see her being the next Beth Phoenix.
Yeah.
Or the first Dana Brooke.
Vince wants that.
Well, of course. She's not going to be the next Beth Phoenix. She'll be the first Dana Brooke.
And Daddy Flair is done.
Daddy Flair was not. He's not. They're saying there's more to the story though.
Yeah, but he is done with Charlotte. She made him cry.
That was a little harsh.
He was crying. People were hugging. He saw Arn in the back and everybody else. And
I didn't see all that.
Yeah, when he walked in the back, Arn.
When did this happen? On Raw?
Yeah.
They showed it on Raw.
Yeah.
They didn't put it on the YouTube cut.
Because Renee caught up with him, was asking questions, and he just couldn't answer. And
I didn't see that on the YouTube
walked
stuff.
out the back door.
But yeah, I mean, it's all part of a storyline. But she's saying he was dead to her, and I was like, whoa, whoa, a little intense. Because I'm telling you, what if it was like an Ultimate Warrior treatment the next day?
Don't I know? She
would have felt horrible. I know it's an entertainment thing.
Yes, but you
But
definitely.
a lot of times, okay, look at Fred Sanford, or whatever his name was, from Sanford and Son.
Red Fox.
Red Fox. But
Yes.
his name was Fred Sanford,
Yes.
right? Okay, in the
Yes.
show.
Yes.
What did he do for all those years on the show? What was his big thing?
Faking a heart attack.
Guess how he died?
Yeah, I don't
Oh my gosh!
But not on that show. It was a different show, but it's still, yes.
But he faked a heart attack on the Sanford and Son.
Yes, he did.
So
Yes.
I didn't know when he died or
Yes.
where he died at. Did he
He
die
had-
on a show?
He had a new show. It just started. It was like a few episodes in, and he died on the set. Yes.
Dadgum. That's pretty intense.
It
Kinda,
is.
You know, the older person would, of course, have known that. I just knew he
Yes.
died of a heart attack. So, you know, art imitates life
It does.
sometimes.
It
or
definitely
life
does.
imitates art.
Yes,
You never
it
know.
does.
So,
Now-
it's a little, you know,
It is.
but
now-
kind of be leery of that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, Doug is like,
But they're saying he'll be back in the storyline and he'll probably cost her the belt, I would think. I would think.
Everybody feels sorry for him now, so
But, where do you go? Maybe he's the one to bring back Sasha Banks.
maybe he is.
Because you cannot, she can't get his, if Flair causes Charlotte to lose the belt, how can Charlotte get her revenge back? I mean, obviously, that's how Flair gets his revenge, is costing her. But you can't do anything with that feud. Flair can't wrestle. And why would he wrestle his daughter? Can't have a mixed match anyway. So obviously, he needs to manage somebody. I mean, Sasha doesn't need a manager.
No.
So, but they're doing something here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
We'll know by SummerSlam.
Absolutely.
And then it's time for the main event, Extreme Rules. It was an Extreme Rules match for the World Heavyweight Championship. As your champion, Roman Reigns, took on AJ Styles. It was a very entertaining match.
It was. I think the Usos coming out.
Usos and
Not.
the Club coming out.
Here's my thing though. Here's what upset me. Here's what aggravated me. I get that you bookend a show. That's what they were doing, bookending the show.
Mm-hmm.
They started with that storyline and they ended with the same storyline.
Yes.
That's fine. That's wonderful. That's dandy. But this day and age of not selling really pisses me off. I don't understand why Vince is okay with that, because the Usos not even selling their they should not have been able to do what they did, even because they had been attacked before the match before the Texas Tornado match, right?
Yeah, they were being beat all right, yes.
Like all through the weeks,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So they should have been holding ribs. I mean, they were jumping up and down with their pyro and stuff like. You got to change things up when things look like that, because you want it to
And without
suspend disbelief.
Well, I'm always on Kalisto about that. Kalisto definitely should have been.
Yes.
No springing in the ring, no nothing.
That was the other thing we talked about. Yes. These people get attacked. It's just okay. Everybody got the John Cena syndrome now. I got beat up 10 minutes ago, but I'm good.
We're gonna go back to Ready to Rumble. Sting broke your neck and you came back the next week. So
Horrible.
it is terrible. But Roman Reigns defended and won the belt. He kept the title. Even though you thought that AJ was gonna win, but he got a spear as AJ was leaping through the air.
But I mean, that was a good spot.
It was a good spot.
And then of course I leave.
He had to hurry and go.
I had to hurry up and go. And then I get a phone call.
2 seconds later,
Literally, I'm out of the driveway of the studios, and I hear, Seth Rollins is here!
yes, as
I
Roman
was
Reigns is happy.
so mad.
As Roman Reigns is celebrating, Seth comes in, turns around, kicking the stomach, pedigree, and stands over the top of him as everybody cheers. He gets the cheering treatment on Monday, and then he turns on the fans, of course. But it won't matter.
Here's the major question. I mean, they're still going to cheer him. Because they still cheered him
Because he even said that. I don't care if you cheer me. I don't care if you boo me. I don't care nothing about you.
Right.
So.
He's trying to get the heat off of Roman.
It's
It's still not going to work.
happen. I'm sorry.
Seth should have come back as a face. They should have turned Roman heel with the club.
Yep.
So that way Seth could be a face.
Yeah, because now we got Seth and Roman. We got AJ toting the club. He said he didn't want the use of that. He wanted the club down there. The club took offense to that, so
and
they're
here's
all
the
broke
thing.
up.
Yeah, so they're broke up. So here's the thing. Where does AJ go from here? AJ's not in
He
the...
is in limbo right now. Yeah, he didn't.
He's not in the ladder match. He
No,
lost to Kevin Owens, right?
So Owens, yes.
Which the club did not get involved in that match,
Nope.
which I thought was stupid.
Right.
So is he going to feud with the club? If so, he needs a partner.
Yeah.
Who's his partner?
Oh, could be a demon.
Oh, could be.
Could be a demon.
Or could that demon turn on me?
Could be a Samoan too.
They do have history too. I'm just saying it's going to be very interesting because I mean, obviously they say they still got big plans for AJ. It's not like, hey,
what if it's somebody who's very rude? It pays to be rude too.
I don't think they're just going to sit there.
There's so many.
There's so many opportunities there. I don't think they just brought him in just to give him that push from the Royal Rumble.
No,
to
they keep saying
this.
he's still going to be a top player.
They're saying he's still going to be a top player, but right now we don't know where. And we may, I mean, he may still stay in limbo until maybe
Because he don't even know. He's playing off. He doesn't even know.
Yeah.
So.
Because they asked him what was next. He kind of walked off.
They did, yeah.
So maybe he, maybe his renewed push comes with the brand split. Maybe they're waiting on that. I mean, I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Brand split? What is a brand split? What? Speaking of the brand split.
Oh, I was like, what are you doing?
Yes. Nice
segue, even though I was like, what? I thought I said something wrong. You were like,
no. Go ahead. That's your baby. That's what you want.
See, I thought you were going to go with
It's up here.
It is up there.
For all the eyes to see.
All those eyes. Every one of them. Not very many of them.
Not very many, but enough.
But next week, in part 3, since everybody watches different segments, we want to make sure you know this. Part 3.
Talk about it.
Episode 106, part 3. We are going to do the draft. Now, we've done our own Top Rope Reality draft, so we don't want you to be confused. This is the WWE Raw SmackDown draft. This is our version of it, of who they have on their current rosters on Raw, SmackDown, and NXT, and how we feel that it may go down, and how the rosters may look. So we're going to do that next week on part 3, so we want to make sure that you come back. You may be one of those that only watches part 1. We want you to be sure to watch part 3, because we may get every bit of it right. You just never know.
And we may get every bit of it wrong.
We may get all of it wrong,
It's kind
but
of hard to do, you know.
It would be hard to do. Yeah, you got to get a few at least, I would think.
Yes, it's a few.
But you never know what's going to happen, so you got to watch part 3, because I think that'll be interesting to see how bad or how good we do on that.
It all depends, yes.
But up next,
in part 2, the pay-per-view review, ECW 1998. Every pay-per-view from ECW in 98.
Everyone.
So come on back this Memorial Day weekend to Top Rope Reality. I'm Mike Hogan.
And I'm just a Kyla.
We'll see in a few clips. A lot more than it was last time.